Now, schools reopened today amidst confusion among the new 2633 curriculum rollout. The new system means a change in learning materials, including textbooks, one that seems to invite divided thoughts among stakeholders in the education sector. Now, 2018 also presents another challenge with the contested mass transfers of school heads. Our reporter Timothy Otieno now gives us a feel of day one back to school. Timothy.
Well, Michelle, I'm at the Savanis bookshop in downtown Nairobi, where a buzz of activity is continuing here. At this particular bookshop, it is full to capacity. You can barely find space to even walk as parents scramble to do the last-minute shopping for their various children, even as schools reopen today. And one of the factors that this particular year is going to bring in the education sector is interesting, Michelle, because as you have mentioned, there's the introduction of the new 2633 education system. There is the transfer of head teachers, but also there's one pledge that was made by the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, that students joining Form 1 will be receiving textbooks, 6 different textbooks from the government. They will not have to pay for those particular books. And according to information that we are receiving also from the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, 4 books are also going to be issued to children in primary school, particularly Standard 7 and Standard 8. But at the moment, I want to see if I can be able to make my way and talk to some of the parents who have since come to this particular area, whether they understand the importance of the new education curriculum and most importantly the textbooks that will be used. We'll see if you can be able to talk to this individual here, squeeze our way through. You'll bear with us. So first of all, thank you so much for speaking to KTN News. Maybe you could begin by telling us your full names and how is the shopping going so far?
Okay, my name is Joshua Tinda. I'm a parent with 2 children. Now we are shopping for books, and the challenge we're seeing here, the books are very expensive. And another challenge now that there is the introduction of the new education system. I have a child who's joining nursery. As of now, I don't know which books to buy for the child, so we don't know what to do. We are waiting for that move. Yes, and the main challenge is that the books are very expensive. So if there is anything that the government could do, we appeal.
So then my question would be to you as a parent. Because parents are also stakeholders in the education sector in this particular country, do you feel that you have been consulted well enough to understand the change that your child is going to experience beginning of this year?
No, we've not been consulted enough. The only information we are having is from the media. Like now, we are here, we don't know which books to buy, and it's really a challenge. Yeah.
All right. Some sections of the education sector, some stakeholders, including the Kenya National Union of Teachers, feel that this rollout is being hurried, that enough time hasn't been put in place to ensure that there's a smooth transition from 844 to the 2633 system. As a parent, would you advocate for the postponement of the rollout of the new education system?
Yes. I would really advocate for the postponement because we are now being told that the system, the children who are in class 4 are the ones who are going to proceed up to standard 8. And we as parents have not been given that information in due time. Yeah.
Did you enroll your child who is supposed to join the nursery school today? Has he or she gone to school today?
No. They have not opened. They are opening on Thursday.
Opening on Thursday. Thank you so much for speaking to KTN News. I will let you continue with your shopping. That is just the voice of one parent who, of course, are saying that they don't really understand how this particular system is going to work, despite the fact that it had been rolled out more than 6 months ago in over 470 schools across the country. So for parents especially, the concern that they are raising at this particular time, Michelle, is that they don't know which books that they are going to be buying for their pupil, for their children, even as the new system kicks in place. As I'd mentioned, 6 books in secondary school, 6 new books that are going to be issued out to every pupil free of charge, including each book for all the 3 sciences, that is biology, chemistry, and physics. one book for mathematics, one for English, and one for Swahili for those who are going to be joining Form 1 from around the 9th of this month. So next week, we could perhaps be able to know exactly which books these are going to be. In primary, standard 7s and 8 are supposed to receive 4 books, one from English, maths, science, and one for Kiswahili. But the government is tight-lipped on the exact books, and even publishers last week raised concern in regards to whether their businesses will have to close if government will then have to regulate on which books students are supposed to learn in various public schools across the country. That's the situation here at the Savanis bookshop in downtown Nairobi, Michelle.